actually. So weird. Okay. But once I was like invested, I'm like, oh girl, you. I feel honored to be talking to Trai today. It was amazing to watch you perform. It was so unique. And to watch three mature artists with so much experience and bring out their own flavor and essence to performance. I feel really lucky to have watched it. So let's start our conversation today. First of all, Trai. What is Trai? How did you guys come together?
We actually just started to practice adobos together about few years back. And from there, we just kind of felt that it'll be nice if we could come together and co-create and collaborate. So it was just a very spontaneous decision, and we were just exploring. And then eventually we just kind of kept the practice going. We were meeting more often, and it was just a very organic process without not much of intention actually, except to enjoy dancing together.
So we were in mid 30s. So we needed, help from each other to practice. So somehow it just clicked. So first thing was practicing together. We all wanted to do Adobe practice. So that was very, very important. And
As
we did.
teachers, as
Yes,
teachers.
yes. And also that Salpa, our low line will be little lower because performance, whatever will be happening. And we want some energy to happen. And this three, actually two more, but we three stayed on, and practice was very, very strong with us. And every week, and we used to travel quite a lot. Jakkur, Malleshwaram, Kengeri. So you can imagine.
Yeah. So I had moved from Delhi and I was quite lost in the space, Bangalore space. I was not sure. And that's when first I met Rama. And then she was friends with Radhika. And then she kicked this idea of Adavu practice. And we said, okay, let's do it. So we had no thought on performing or doing something together. We're just doing Adavu practice. I think somewhere as people also we clicked. I think that's kind of important.
Three different artists, three different stories, three different banis. How did that come together? Were there a lot of differences? Were there a lot of ego clashes? How was the whole process of bringing it together?
No, actually, three different banis was not really a concern at all. I think what really brought us together is first thing is to have a support group. One. Second thing is to have a space where we can share ideas. And each of us have our own, we are very strong in our ideas, but it's nice to have friends to talk to and see how you can bounce off ideas, and how we can all come together in a performance or in some kind of a creative process. Banis were never a problem because when your idea is central, when the intention to dance together and create is central, it really doesn't matter whether you're doing Tatai Taha like this or Didite like that. That's in fact the last of your concern. So I think what's important for us is to have a group, a support group, and friends who are always there to bounce off creative ideas. And in terms of differences of opinions, of course we do, but then we keep talking about it, and then there is always a lot of give and take, and then if it is coinciding with the central idea, then we all agree, and then we just go ahead. So it's actually been quite harmonious, thankfully. Yeah, it's been quite seamless by God's grace. Yeah.
And we are sweet. We give up. Me and Anu usually give up.
So Ramaka, the more opinionated one.
I'm also.
No, I think the good thing with all three of us is each of us have like a very what can I say, a strong idea. For example, I'm very particular about the technicalities, talam, blah blah blah. Radhika is very good with abhinaya. She brings in a kind of a flavor to it. Anu has the ability to look at the production in a overall aspect. She'll bring an aesthetic form to it. She will say, no, the idea has to be like that. She'll probably bring in a prop. She'll bring a different kind of a movement. So I think the fact that each of us have something and are contributing helps the overall idea.
Okay.
You want to say something else?
So I just want to add that we are three different people. We have three different opinions about everything. Our bunnies are different, but that doesn't matter. We don't want to look the same.
Yeah.
We don't want to look the same. We just want our shared energies to come across. We don't want to.
we have not practiced like similarly.
Yeah. So for us, it is not important, like she said, to get the Parikitatham is very different the way I do and these people do. But it's not important, I feel, when we come, even though we are coming together as a group.
What it is to discover dance post the conventional performance time frame of your career. It is said that 2030s now முடிஞ்சு போச்சு அப்புறம் என்ன ஆட முடியும் is what the convention is, right? So what it is to discover performance and group performance. You hardly see people in their 40s and 30s doing group. At least 40s I've hardly seen.
ಅದೇ ಹೇಳದ್ನಲ್ಲ, it's very hard. By 35 we are hitting low actually. So we are like with aches and pains, we've been friends. So that friendship comes very high value. Adani pine dance. So we are not again looking at performances per se. So we want to practice, we want to bring in new ideas. That is our main goal, more than actual performances. We are doing individual performances, but when we come together for this, there's something else. It's not performance per se, I would say.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I have found in our collaboration is the sense of freedom. So when, for example, Apara, if you take, we were sitting and ideating, we said we will do this, and as and when the idea progressed, the whole freedom is to pick up any poetry and do it the way we respond to it. So it's not like some teachers telling "Iprina kai pannano, idu moonu vaati dhaan pannano." So I think at 40 and 45 you have an enormous sense of freedom, and it is our individual voice with a very strong base on of course uh, the technique of Bharatanatyam, right? So I think at 40 and 45 you have a tremendous sense of freedom, and you should just enjoy it and go all for it. Pick up movements, pick up ideas, pick up poetry, and just dance bindas. I think that's what we help each other. We push each other and say just do it. So I think that helps.
Yeah, I think, of course, 20 to 35 is the prime time when you're doing margams and this and that. I think 40, 45 is a time when you are rich with life experiences.
Yes.
And that can come out like these ideas and things like that. We're trying. We don't know whether we reach or not, but we will try. And
Successful per se,
that we don't know. But these are ideas which we want to bounce around and try. And I think it comes because the experience of life also, not just dance that we have had. Like we're all mothers.
Yeah.
We're all, taking care of our...
bracket we are not falling into this
yeah, we're not there. Yeah.
And also I think one more important thing is we are not afraid. We are not afraid either of being judged or not judged. We don't actually, if I may sound pompous, we actually don't care. We like doing it. We have a great conviction in what we do, and we work hard. So then how people perceive it, we are okay. And we are perfectly fine if somebody comes to our production and says we don't like it. We're like, okay, cool. So I think it's okay. Yeah, so you have that freedom to say, hey, we
Unabashedness
tried.
to just
It's just to try and say, yeah, there will be people who will not like it, and that's a good thing too, because then they're investing, they're watching you, and then they're making a decision. So it's nice.
At this age, we should be able to try.
We should be able to try.
We cannot restrict ourselves.
Yes.
and then okay, so say considering you in your 20s, okay, or your 30s, what do you think has changed with your art? What do you think has changed with art, with your relationship with art? How has it changed when compared to your 20s or 30s?
I think mine has gone through a lot of changes. I don't know about Rama and Radhika, but mine has gone through a lot of changes. I've had a lot of conversations. I've gone back and forth with what I feel. But at the same time, at this age, I have a very strong conviction in the form per se.
ನನಗೆ ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ. So I don't know, change ella agidyo. I don't know if I've changed and all, but I love to dance. So with the aches and whatever, I love to dance. I don't know if it's changed me and all.
So many things change, like she said, life itself changes. But I think for me, dance has been a constant. So I value it. I'm extremely particular about the respect I have for my own dance form. So I think if there's one constant in my life, it's been dance. So in that sense, I respect it far more now than I perhaps did when I was 25.
Three individual, grown, matured artists coming together, especially women, has always been a stigma in the dance industry. So, three individual artists with their own caliber, how did that go?
I think our friendship was something that was beautiful because we supported each other not only in dance but also in life, especially during the pandemic and all. We had each other's support, so it was not always conversations on dance. I think it was about us as human beings, what we are. So I think that was kind of held together, and then bitch about the rest of the world.
And we like each other. So when we like each other, like ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ, it becomes seamless. So if you like each other, we also give and take ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. So that came.
If you had
So
conflicts, how did?
No, I'll give you a little slightly technical answer for that question. So this is a personal aspect. Technically, like I mentioned before, each of us have very strong, what do you say, strong characteristics we put on the table. So, for example, when I say no, technical, this Laya has to be nice. So they respect that and they will work on it. And then if Anu says no, this movement is not okay, you do it like that. We respect that. And when Radhika says chanagila abhinaya bere tera madu, we take it. That's because we respect each other's what can I say, artistic input and artistic experience. So when three women or any three creative people come together, it's very important to understand, one, why you're coming together and how you can collaborate. So you have to draw an individual line saying beyond this I will not cross, and we do that in our own ways. So it is true, it is very rare for creative people, women, to come and work together. But if you have the intention and if you also hit it off personally, and we also have differences, we talk about it, we sort it out, and we are very, very clear that this is important, so we work on it.
And
It's put the
art in front.
in front. Yeah.
We are not in front.
Yeah.
Art is.
Yeah. So the common goal is dance. So when you have a goal outside of you, the collaboration or any teamwork works better.
If there were any conflicts, how was it resolved?
I think we'll see which is better.
Yeah, actually we've not had. Yeah. Yeah.
I think we think alike a little.
Actually, most of the times, like she said, I'm the one who's making a lot of noise. So both of them will say, "Chari, Panda, we'll do it," and they give up on me. So I think I have the advantage of pushing more, but they've been nice.
No,
So
she works a little more harder, Papa.
How mean. Now is the point of conflict. No, I think so far we've not had any major conflicts. But as she said, of course we are three different individuals. Our thoughts are completely different. Our political opinions are completely
everything is
different.
different,
But that is not there in those space. In the workspace, that is not there.
yeah. No, we have conversations. We talk to each other about, like, yeah.
We have to act.
Yeah.
Be mature. We are mature.
And if you understand the value of the teamwork, if you understand the value of the support group, each of us or whoever is involved will work towards it. For any relationship to work, if you value it, you will work on it. If you don't value it, you will give up. That's all. I think that's the central core of our try.